Welcome to the 12th edition of the Team Lesnar Wrestling Podcast, as I'm going to call it now. Um, got a good amount of questions here from my Twitter followers. I'm doing an update here with my podcast. It's going to change a little bit from now on. It'll be a weekly podcast with Hayden Fox. We will record it on Thursday, and it should be uploaded by Sunday. He's going to edit some things, and he's really good with that. Check his YouTube channel out at WWE Town Nation. Won't regret it. It's really good videos he's got, and he edits stuff. He's damn good. But more to talk about that later on at the end of the video. Here to your questions. From at the Phenomenal 116. When will Finn Balor debut? In my opinion, if he doesn't debut at Extreme Rules or the Raw after Extreme Rules, I'm not sure when he's going to debut. You know, you never know with WWE when people debut or whenever they will. But who knows? I thought, maybe he was going to lose the title at the last Takeover Dallas. Didn't. So, I don't know. I'm not sure. If I had to choose Extreme Rules or the Raw after Extreme Rules. His second question: how did I feel when Nakamura debuted at NXT Takeover Dallas? Like I've said, I never seen the guy wrestle. I heard good things about him. When he came out, I said, this is pretty damn cool. His charisma and how he fights and how he brings it every time is one of the best talents that they have in WWE right now. And he's in NXT. Can you just imagine going to an NXT live event and getting to see Nakamura fight? I mean, he should be on the main roster doing that stuff. Amazing stuff right there. Nakamura is amazing. How I felt like I was so happy, enjoyed for him, because I know he's worked his ass off for this opportunity, and he finally gets it, and he's making the most of it. From at Balor Universe, Money in the Bank match fighters, who's going to be in it and who would be the winner. I'd say Dean's going to be in it. Kevin Owens, Cesaro maybe, Sami Zayn. I don't know. I don't know who. Maybe they have The Miz in it. Who knows? Maybe Corbin's going to be in it. That'd make it 6. Where they normally have 7 people. And I don't know who else you throw in there. But the winner that I would have, in my opinion, the winner, I'd do Dean Ambrose or Kevin Owens. I don't know which one would win. I know Dean needs it and deserves it better, but it works better with the heel winning it. So my final decision would be Kevin Owens to win it. From Dean's Baby Girl 11, where is MVP? Montel Vontavious Porter. He got fired from Lucha Underground, I believe, I forget, but I heard it was from stupid reasons. I cannot remember the reasons, but I did see it. I'm not sure what he's doing. I know he normally has a podcast or that. Oh, that's what it was. He had Lucha Underground wrestlers on his podcast, and Lucha Underground did not like that, so they terminated his contract. So that's probably why he got terminated and all that. So I don't know. I don't know if that was a breach in his contract or something like that, but it didn't make any sense for him to get terminated, fired by just that. But they must have something like that. You have MVP. I don't think he's doing much except that podcast. So that's probably what he's doing. Probably enjoying life, free from wrestling and all that stuff. From Legit Boss Natty, I love that name. Creative name. How would you book a Seth Rollins return? People say it's too soon, but I'd like to see the Shield reunion. If that's the way I would do it for him to help Roman or something, because of the club, as they call it, something with that, or him come back, just get a big pop on Raw. I'd get him to return on Raw, and just start feuding with Triple H. Those are the two ways I would book him to return. So that's that. From @JenRussell, she's got 3 questions here, and the last questions, then I will talk about the podcast I have with Hayden that's coming up this next week. Do you think WWE should have released Sandow and Alex Riley? Well, Alex Riley, I'm not going to lie, I did like his raging character a little bit, not too much, but I think he was going on a rock path. But WWE said, nah, come on. Sandow, yes, they should have released both of these dudes. Sandow, because they did not do anything with him, and just release him and let him do stuff on the indies or wherever he goes, because he's going to make the company he goes to look good, because he's talented, knows how to get over with the fans a lot. So yeah, they should have released him. I wish they would have used Sandow better. And to talk about that, they should have used Wade Barrett better, too. So, second question, current WWE superstar do you think that needs to go next? Well, I do not have one. I have a few of them in my mind. First, I'm going to go with everyone that thinks she's underrated. I don't like her, and that is Naomi. I'm sorry, Naomi, but if I was running things, you'd be let go already. Not talented to me at all. But that's just my opinion, and not everyone else's for sure. The second people, those damn awful Usos, they would be gone. They are just another version of the Young Bucks a little bit, but the Young Bucks are a hell of a lot better as a tag team. My opinion. If I have one more, it'd be Curtis Axel. He has not done nothing. I really haven't liked him at all. Just get him out of WWE, but I don't think that's going to happen because his father was the perfect, Mr. Perfect. So, that's all I got to say with that. Our last question, from all of the recent released WWE superstars, which one do you think has the potential of gaining the most recognition and returning to WWE as a bigger star, similar to what Luke Gallows has done. If Wade Barrett continues to wrestle in the Indies or just takes a break completely, like I've seen, I think he says that's what he wants to do, then I'm going to say Sandow. But Barrett, it could easily come back and be Bad News Barrett or something else and be very great as a singles wrestler. So either Barrett or Sandow, most definitely. Thank you to everyone that asked me questions. I could not do it without you guys that would just ask questions. I want to talk about this podcast that I'm doing with Hayden, WWE Town Nation on Twitter and YouTube. Like I said, we will be recording it on Thursday, and every Thursday it will be recorded and it will upload on Sunday. Probably Sunday or Monday at the latest. We will just talk about Raw and all the other news, considering, and probably the Reese people also. Just talk about them a little bit and all such topics. And you can ask us questions and we will answer them the way we think. And this is going to be a no holds barred podcast. Don't let your kids watch it. If you're parents watching this, I'm just saying. But I can't wait to do it. It's going to be a fun adventure. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, just tell people about this channel and, get them to subscribe. Maybe just let them watch the video and see if they enjoy it. As always, Tyler Keller here, and I will see you guys next time.